Okay, let's start with example 1. Now, example 1, I want to just have you look at something. We've got two equations here. And the thing I want you to notice is that right here is kind of what we're always aiming for, is something that cancels itself out. 2y and negative 2y are going to cancel each other out when you add them together. So always look for that. Now, the good thing here on this example 1 is it's already done for you. So we're going to work with that. We're going to work with the fact that we've got a positive 2y and a negative 2y. So here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to, now this looks kind of weird to have an addition bar here, but this is kind of our, like when you normally do addition, you have an addition bar right here. That's kind of what this is right here. We got the two equations lined up. Notice how the x's are lined up and the y's are lined up. That's good. And we've got the bar right here. What we're going to do is we're going to add these together. So let's add the x's together. When you add a positive 7x and a positive 5x, it comes to 12x. These cross off. So those aren't going to be there anymore. Now add negative 6 and positive 6, you get 0. Okay? Now solve for x. Solve for x, you're going to divide by 12 here, and you're going to divide by 12 here. And what you're left with is x is 0. Okay. Now, next step says this. We're going to do some substitution. We're going to substitute 0 for x in the first equation. And we're going to solve, in this case, for the other variable, which is y. So let's go back to that first equation we had. We had 7x plus 2y equals negative 6. So right here, we're going to put a 0, 0 where the x was, and so we substitute 0 for x, and we're going to solve for y. This is going to be a little tricky, but there isn't a lot of space. 7 times 0 is nothing, so these kind of eliminate. And think about if you had 2y equals negative 6, what would you do? You divide by 2 to make the y by itself, and you divide by 2 here. So this becomes y equals, this is a 2, y equals negative 3. So what we did is we solved for y. Now we've solved at this point for both y and x. We said x was 0. We said y was negative 3. So we're thinking 0, 3 is our point, 0, negative 3 is our point, and we're substituting 0 for x by checking, and we're substituting negative 3 for y in each of the original equations. If you go back and do that, it works. Now, the solution is 0, negative 3. Again, had we done this, had we gone and graphed all this right here, if we'd gone and graphed all that, it would have intersected at the same point that we got, which was 0, negative 3.